If you're not growing a fall garden, you need to hear this right now, because the success of your spring garden starts right now. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about something that's super important, especially if you're not growing a fall garden. A lot of us, me included, you're tired. You're tired, boss. And you've been growing all summer and you like, man, I'm through with it, you know? I hear it in the comments, you know? But let me tell you something. Just cause we tired don't mean that the garden don't need us, okay? Just cause we not growing a fall garden don't mean that the garden don't need us, cause it does. So let's get into it. All right, so you might ask yourself, what in the world is this fool doing sitting on the ground? He know he gonna need some help getting up. Well, that may be the case, but it's important for us to focus on the soil this time of year, especially if you're not growing a fall garden. So if you're growing a fall garden, you're gonna be tending to it. You know, you're gonna be adding amendments. You're gonna be doing certain things. But a lot of us, we get tired. We done with summer and we just do that. And we just, every time we walk past it, y'all know, oh, I'm about to hit a nerve. I'm about to hit a nerve on this one. Every single time we walk past that garden, we do like this. We do just like that. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. And then this is the best one. This is the best one. We make up these little things like, oh, we can't clean the garden up because beneficials is living in the weeds and in the stuff, you know. We make up stuff like that, you know. And now I know I hit some nerves with that one. But look. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that overwinters in your garden, all right? But some of these things I'm about to tell you about, yeah, they kind of go against that theory just a little bit. But anyway, I'm down here on the ground because it all starts right here in this soil right here, right? So what did we do, all of us that grow in a fall garden, what did we do after summer? We cleared out our summer crop, we amended the soil, and then we planted into the soil. Well, when you don't grow a fall garden, a lot of people forget that you still gotta amend your soil, okay? You still need to cover that soil. Check this out. So a lot of people ask me, how do I maintain my gardens as far as pest control and stuff like that? The number one thing I do is I clear out all the old debris. Now, that's not saying that you can't take some like if you took some leaves off or something and you threw it down on the ground as mulch. That's not saying you can't do that. But like, can y'all see behind me? Yeah, y'all can see behind me. Like when this right here dies, when all this vinage right here dies, I can't just leave it there, okay? I have to do something with it. I have to get it out of the garden so that all of these nasty bugs aren't living in it. And then next year, they got an early head start on me. If that's not there, they don't have an early head start on me because it's not appealing to them. They don't have a spot that's appealing to them, or at least where they can group up in large groups. You know what I'm saying? So clearing out your garden is so important. So even if you're not doing a fall garden, you need to clear out your garden now, okay? Now, I'm not telling you that you got to remove leaves and all that stuff, because I know I'm gonna get it. People gonna be like, oh, you gotta leave the leaves there because you got beneficials living in the leaves and stuff. And hey, cool, do that. All right. I get it every spring. Somebody because when I clean up my gardens, every spring somebody tells me, oh no, you gotta leave it. Listen, I ain't leaving it. I'm the little bit that I affect, trust me, I have plenty of pollinators that come to my garden. Okay. The little bit that I affect by cleaning up my garden does not, in my opinion, take a toll on pollinators and beneficials and stuff like that. Okay, so when you amend your soil in the fall, this is what it does, right? So it gives you all of this great organic matter right here, right? And what happens is all winter long, this stuff right here breaks down. It breaks down. Look at that. Man, that's so beautiful. I love it when it does like that and you can just break it apart like that. That's beautiful. So what happens is all this organic matter is home for your microbiome. And in the microbiome, does it slow down over the winter? Yes, it does. But does it stop? No. And if you don't feed it, okay, if you do not feed your microbiome, all these beneficial microbes, which that's the hardest workers in the garden, is all these microbes that you can't see, these millions and millions and millions of microbes. If you don't feed them over the winter, they will go someplace else. Y'all like that visualization? They're gonna go someplace else. All right, I was able to get back up, y'all. So y'all don't have to call no help for me. I was able to get back up. Oh man, but hey, get down on that ground. Get down on that ground and get into that dirt. You know what I'm saying? I think, hey, look, I try to get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Oh my goodness, y'all. Hey, I know I'm a fool. But it's all good. But anyway, the soil is so important, y'all, to the garden. You got to take care of the soil. Now, let me tell you something. Even if you are growing a fall garden, this is something you need to look out for. Organic matter. You got to be throwing organic matter at your plants this time of year. Trust me, you're going to thank me in the spring, okay? All this winter, I'm going to be side dressing all of my plants with rabbit manure, chicken manure, turkey manure, all the manures, right? I'm going to be covering it with mulch, all right? All winter long, I'm going to be doing this. It's going to slowly break down because, like I said, that microbiome, it slows down this time of year. But, man, come spring, when everything wakes back up, it's got food there already for it to eat. And let me tell you something about fertilization real quick. Because there was a point when, I know I'm getting off topic here a little bit, but it kind of ties in. So there was a point when I would fertilize, and I would fertilize to fertilize the plant, okay, to feed the plant. And it wasn't until I started fertilizing to feed the soil that my gardens went to the next level, okay? When I fertilize, I'm not trying to fertilize the plant. Like, it's hard to get your head around it. Because when you think, I'm putting this fertilizer down here, this plant is going to eat, going to take up this fertilizer. Most of the time, especially organics, it needs to be broken down by the microbiome first, okay? And can I nerd out for you just for a second? Just a quick one. Just a little quick one, okay? So, what happens is your plant sends out these signals called exudates, okay? And those signals tell the microbiome what they need. So, listen, we not doing it, okay? When we think we giving that plant phosphorus or magnesium or whatever, we not doing it. The plant is telling the soil, hey, the soil microbes anyway, hey, this is what I need. I am sending this signal out to you. Now you take that signal and you break down whatever you need to break down till it need to be broke so I can get what I need. And that's how the system works, right? So all this organic material and all this organic matter and stuff, it has everything in it that the plant needs, but the plant may not need all of it. So the plant only takes what the plant needs. The plant only takes what the plant has access to as well. So just because we put it in the ground, it does not mean that it's readily available for that plant. The microbes got to break it down, okay? So when you start thinking of fertilizing, like, hey, I'm feeding the microbes in the ground so they can in turn feed the plant, you take your fertilization game to a whole nother level. That's my little nugget for the day. That's my little nerd nugget. I think I just came up with a new thing right there. That's my nerd nugget for the day. So now this whole video, I've been talking about organic matter, right? And the reason why is because I'm not against synthetics. I'm not against using synthetics. You're gonna see me using synthetics in my garden. Now, the thing about synthetics is this. Do they negatively affect the soil microbiome? Yes. But I believe in moderation, you'll still have good soil health, okay? I mean, the proof is here. I don't overuse synthetics. I will use the organic option 99% of the time, but there's some crops that I got to, okay? That's corn. Corn, I will use synthetics on my corn. My onions, I will use synthetics on my onions. That's all that come to mind that I will 100% use it, is on those things. So, but I still use organics on those as well. I always use my Haas Complete Organic at pre-plant for both of those all the time. And I amend those beds with rabbit manure, chicken manure, all that good stuff. So while I may use synthetics, I definitely put in way more organic than I do synthetics, okay? So that's my take on synthetics. There you go. But I've been talking about organic matter, and some of y'all are sitting there thinking, well, what is organic matter, right? So I wrote down a few things here, or typed up a few things, I should say. Compost, right? Compost is organic matter. Decomposed plant materials, which is kind of compost, but if you taking your leaves from a plant or whatever that's not diseased and doesn't have pests in it, and you put it down in your garden, that's organic matter. Leaves from the trees, organic matter. Be careful with leaves. Don't match your leaves, if you understand what I mean by that. You can excuse me. You can pile them up, fluff them up, but don't like have a mat of leaves. Like some people will make this mistake. They'll put leaves in the bottom of their raised bed, right? To fill up their raised bed. And then they're gonna cover it with a bunch of soil. And what that does is that presses that layer of leaves, especially if they're not chopped up. It presses them together like this, and air can't get in there. And then they get wet, and then they become anaerobic. You don't want an anaerobic environment. You want air to be able to get in there. So piles of leaves where there's air in it, definitely good to put that in your garden. Straw, hay, always check, make sure it doesn't have any herbicides in them, but straw, hay, wood chips. Wood chips are big for me. I get my wood chips from Chip Drop. I mean, y'all see it all around. I put wood chips everywhere. Aged manure. So, well, rabbit manure, you don't have to age it. You can use it straight from the rabbit to the garden. It won't burn your plants. Chicken manure, cow manure, horse manure, sheep, goat, whatever else, you need to let that break down. Oh, actually, I think sheep or goat, maybe it's goat, you may not have to as well. Y'all check me on that one. Check me on that one. There's one of them that you don't have to let it age for. Coffee grounds. I was about to say chicken scraps. Kitchen scraps. I would have those broken down pretty good, unless you want to bury them in like a raised bed and you want to bury them down in there. As long as you don't have anything that's going to dig them up, you run the chance of those becoming anaerobic, so you don't want that to happen. But I would put that more in the compost and let it compost down a little bit and then put it in the garden. Cover crops, we talked about that. And the most important thing about all of your organic matter is that you want it to be diversified, okay? Like your stock portfolio, you like it diversified so that if something tanks, it doesn't mess up your whole portfolio. Well, the same thing goes with putting organic matter, and it goes back to the plant knows what it needs. The plants will send out the signals in the form of exudates to the microbiome and say, this is what I need. Well, if what you need, if what the plant needs isn't there and available for that microbe to provide it to the plant, then the plant don't have it, okay? And so if you diversify, meaning you mulch and you put down rabbit manure and you put down organic fertilizer and you put down, whatever, you put down multiple things, what your plant needs is gonna be there. All right, so what happens if you do all of this, right? This dude just sat here and talked to y'all and said, man, you gotta do this, 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 and this, right? So what happens if you do all that? Well, what happens is especially if you haven't already done this kind of thing before, you build up your soil structure, you build up your soil health and that microbiome, okay? And come spring, when everything wakes back up, you got nice, fertile soil. Your plants, when you transplant them into the ground, they shoot and they take off, all right? So if you've never done this before and you do this fall and winter, you will see a difference come spring. You will see a difference. Put you down some compost, throw a cover crop in there, or cover it with a silage tarp or something like that, Take that tarp off every once in a while. Let it get some sun on it. If it's gonna rain or something, let it get some rain on it or whatever. And then put that tarp back on it. Let those weed seeds in there. If you got a silage tarp, it's better, because it'll let them weed seeds come up and then they'll die because they're not getting any sunlight. But yeah, just try it. Just try a little bit. Just do a little bit. You don't got to do everything I said. Just do a little bit. And you will see a much improved spring and summer garden. All right, well, there you have it. That's all I got for you today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. And if you notice, I'm wearing my Grumpy Old Vet shirt. So if you see a grumpy old vet out there, just know that he might not be grumpy. He may just be going through something, and he just may need some grace. Or her, him or her, both of them. They may need some grace, and don't think that they grumpy, okay? So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Go check out Grunt Style, man. Go check out Grunt Style. Get yourself a shirt. They got some hoodies out there. Hey, it's sweater weather. I said it right that time. I'll see you in the next video.